now. It's all right. Go ahead.
Okay.
So
All right. A
Gwendolyn.
couple of years ago, speaking of staying in touch with people and helping them, there was a girl named Gwendolyn, and this woman liked my posts on my Coach Like page. We ended up friending each other on Facebook, and she never went to any of my events. You know, she never, I didn't care if she had a program or not, but I said, and you can just, tell me what you like and we'll talk. And we kept talking. And then I found out that she had a really severe injury to one of her feet, and she couldn't do any exercise. And she never told me this before. So we started talking about it on Facebook. So I started giving her a little bit of advice, and she went to a physical therapist, and I kept in touch with her. And lo and behold, just this month, last month I did a 7-day Shakeology challenge. It started February 1st, and she got into that, and she bought her super sampler. And everybody that bought a super sampler, I sent them a pack latte because it's not in the super sampler. She thought that was like way above and beyond, and I'm like, no, that's just what I do, right? But now she's going to get a challenge pack, and she's going to our 4-day coach sneak peek.
There you go.
But she told me yesterday she used to be a Beachbody coach, and she never ever heard from her upline coaches, so she just quit.
See that?
So guess what?
She wasn't plugged in.
She wasn't plugged in, and nobody talked to her about why she wasn't doing her P90X3 or whatever the heck program she had, except me. And I just wanted to know, what are your concerns? What are you having trouble with? Then she started talking to me about her feet and her issue, her injuries. So you just talk to people like they're your friends,
That's it.
That's my point. And don't leave them.
Don't what?
Don't leave them behind,
right,
just because you met them 2 years ago on Facebook and you never hear from them. You are the one that has to follow up with that person.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's just a matter of time for a lot of people. The timing in people's lives for committing to a fitness program is not right in a lot of cases. And as long as there's that contact being maintained, more often than not, the time all of a sudden comes around, they're like, you know what, I'm ready. Like, yeah, I'd love to jump in and do one of your groups. And that's why the consistency of running groups and the consistency of getting people results, when you get people results, like, I'm so happy with this hammer and chisel thing that's happening now. I mean, even our coach group that's going on, and I've got 2 other groups that I'm running, and they're going fantastic. Like, the results people are getting are amazing. And
people are sticking with the program. I mean, they're doing the workout.
They love it. They love this work program more than I think I've ever seen them love a program. And because it's doable. The workouts are not that long. The nutrition plan is great, and they're seeing and feeling results. So when you have people in your groups who get results, those people you want to, I've already spoken to a couple. What's that Kristen saying? Okay. So when they get results, like, I'm going to approach my customers to say, I'm so thrilled with what this is doing for you. Can I use your testimonial? Can I use you as a testimonial? And more often than not, they're like, yeah, go for it. Like, I'm loving this. This is great. And, I've had 2 conversations today with, this is the other thing about, building your team. You're saying to yourself, well, how do I add coaches? How do I add coaches? When you have your challenge groups that are running, people are getting results, they don't stop buying Shakeology. Like, they get on that home direct and they're like, you know what? I love the shake. This is helping. I feel great. So now they're going to get a second order. They're going to get a second HD order. You are crazy not to reach out to them prior to the delivery of that second order to say, don't pay retail for that again. Because you bought a challenge pack when you came into my challenge group originally, like, you bought a challenge pack, you got the exercise program for Shakeology. Because you did that, you can become a coach for free, and you're going to get a 25% discount on your next Shakeology order. That alone is reason enough for somebody to say, well, yeah, I'm going to become a coach. If it's free, it's a no-brainer. And they go on to their coach site and click become a coach, fill it out. It's going to charge them $39.95 the sign-up fee, but then they've got this quick and simple form that they submit to Beachbody within 30 days of their coach sign-up, and they get reimbursed that $39.95. And they're getting their Shakeology at $97.46 versus $129.95 every month moving forward. You're saving them money. So if you don't share that information with your customers in your challenge groups once they get going, it's kind of an injustice to them because they're spending more money than they need to. And you're doing an injustice to yourself because you could be adding coaches to your team. And what happens is a lot of them, like I just signed up a coach tonight, Katie Miller-Hansis. Katie Miller-Hansis she's known about coaching for a long time, and she has poo-pooed it. But she went to this challenge group, and she's loving the journey. And she's like, you know what? She goes, I'm just going to I just want the discount right now. But man, am I intrigued by the way this works, because she's becoming a product of the product, and she's going through the journey of what successful coaching is all about. See, people perceive coaching as you're a glorified product distributor. But when you're running challenge groups, you are a coach. You're a motivator. You've got a daily tip that's going on that page. You're leading by example. You're sharing your workout clip, your photo, a picture of your food, whatever it is, something that's going to inspire the group to go, man, that consistency of what Don's doing is getting him the results that he has. And you do the same thing with your own journey. And even if you're not really fit, like I'm lucky I got really fit. But if you're not really fit, there's the journey that you're on. Like, Mike, you've lost 27 pounds. Like, that's more inspiring than saying, oh, I got ripped. It's like you have lost 27 pounds. And I tell people that are, a bit out of shape that you have a better opportunity as a coach than I do, because you can get substantial changes by leading or by, living the lifestyle with these programs. So, I know I'm getting long-winded here, but that's the framework you got to have in how you approach this business. There are the people who, like, some people are just looking for something more in their life when it comes to an opportunity. They might not know anything about doing a Beachbody program or having had Shakeology, but this business opportunity might appeal to them. Those are the few and far between ones, but for that reason, like, I'll do a coach opportunity webinar sometimes, and that's for anybody who's wanting to know more about Beachbody coaching to listen to the details. But it's your challenge group participants, and I've learned this in such a big way in the past year. Your challenge group participants are the ones that are going to help you build a huge business moving into the future. They get it. They know how it works. They don't need to be trained. They're a product of this whole thing. So that was like my biggest take-home message that I wanted everybody to have tonight. Help people. Don't stop inviting them. Run your challenge groups. Get people results, and then convert them into coaches. That's how your business is going to grow very fast.
That's awesome. Awesome advice.
Cool. And you know what, Mike? I didn't learn this overnight, man. It was like Shannon can tell you, like in the beginning 4 years ago, we were just not.
We're a fish. What do we do?
Challenge group didn't even exist. The whole challenge group concept started like, a few months after we became coaches. And at that time, I was like, what the hell's a challenge group? And it just seemed.
Andrea and I were talking about it on the phone when we first signed up as coaches. And she goes, and Bob Lucido told me about this challenge group thing. She goes, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was no Coach Basics training. There was the Coach Training Academy, what they called it, in your back office, and you went through it and you learned some fundamentals. It's going to a whole new level now, and it's just growing exponentially because people are living their lives on their phones and social media and just wanting to feel plugged in. That's the social need of human beings is really being met through the concept of challenge groups. Even though they're doing these programs at home, they feel like they're part of something bigger, and they have people around them through social media that are keeping them motivated. It's really powerful.
And they don't have to step inside a gym. if they, if they're worried about stepping in the gym.
That's right.
That's
right. And, and I say that, I go, yeah, you're right. And reality is, I own a gym. Like, I want people going. I want people,
I work at
people going to the gym. But I also know that when people go to a gym, and this is the discussion I've had with many of our members, like when people go to a gym, a lot of times they don't have a pathway unless they're working with a personal trainer or paying for training programs. And we've got great ones. Most of the members are just kind of doing the same thing over and over, knowing what they know. And most of them don't know a lot. And so they're just kind of stuck in a rut. They go through the motions that I know I have to exercise and this is what I do. But when they get dialed into a plan and a pathway and a nutrition program, and then they're brought into a community online that keeps them motivated, it just goes to another level for them.
Yeah.
It's so amazing to see how this is working. And I think there's a massive opportunity for gym owners to embrace these concepts. I mean, we are doing that here. We're running challenge groups here in the gym for our programs that are not Beachbody related, like the challenge group concept we have for our training programs now, with pictures of them in the classes and they're posting about their workouts. It's just that social bonding. But any of these programs or a hybrid, a multi-program challenge group, that's another thing. Shannon, you're running a multi-program group.
I've got more than one. Yeah, more than one of those. I call it my virtual fitness center, because I've got I've got one for people over the age of 45. And then I've got a year-round boot camp. And then I have one called Love Your Assets, which sort of centers on Shakeology and programs. And some of the same people are in all of those groups. But the whole point is you've got these people in a challenge group, and you're doing a 21, a 30, or a 60-day challenge group. When that's over, what do you do with them?
Right.
Well, you don't hurt them. So I tell everybody, I've said, I've got virtual fitness centers. Where would you like to be? And a lot of them say, I want to be in that boot camp because I'm going to go and do this 21 days next. So we'll put them in there. And if they say, well, I don't know what I want to, then I'll put them in Love Your Assets. Okay. And if they're like, well, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking maybe towards an easier program, or I kind of want to find out more about anti-aging techniques and things like that from you. And I said, well, I'll put you in my Get Over It Your Age.
It's really great. So you've got a continuing action plan for them.
For everybody, right.
To jump into the group that is best suited to their needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. Mike, how much do you know about the customer lead program?
I'm learning more and more because I went through some of the videos that were in the coach back office.
Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah.
About getting to the emerald level and having a couple of other things that are happening. That's where you were talking about, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And I just wanted to really help you. I want to make sure you understand how valuable it is just on a financial level. Like this customer lead program, it puts money in your pocket every month. Like it's that simple. Like when you get to the rank of emerald, meaning you've signed up 2 coaches. And so Maria, this is, for your knowledge too, Beachbody is unlike any other company in the world of multi-level marketing in that once you've achieved a minimum standard, they're going to give you free customers. And the way it works is that when you sign up 2 coaches, that gets you to the rank of emerald. One personally sponsored coach on your left leg, one personally sponsored coach on your right leg. And we can explain that if you don't know what it means. But that gets you to the rank of emerald. Once you're at the rank of emerald, the only other thing you got to do to qualify for this lead program is hit Success Club. By hitting Success Club 5 in any given month and being at the rank of emerald or higher, you will then be qualified to receive customers from Beachbody in the following month. When you hit the rank of, when you hit Success Club 10 in any given month and you're at the rank of emerald, you get not only the customers from Success Club 5, but you get customers who have already bought Shakeology. they will give you Shakeology customers. That's already generating $32 a month in your pocket. It's just free income. And because it used to be that the customer lead program was was open for anybody who was an Emerald. You didn't have to hit Success Club. But because so many coaches became Emerald, it kind of watered down the number of free customers that the coaches were getting. So they put the Success Club qualifier in place, and that has ramped up the number of these great customers that you're being given. And these are simply people who have bought a Beachbody program or product through from an infomercial or an ad that they saw. They go online, they buy it, and when they buy it, Beachbody asks them during the checkout process if they would like a free coach. Most of them say yes. They then are assigned to the qualified coaches. And Beachbody doesn't require that you have to contact them. You don't have to do anything. But the successful coaches will send out a welcome message, extend a hello and say, I'm your free coach. My job is to help you with your health and fitness goals and offer support. I'd love to connect. And those people, because they're assigned to you, whenever they buy, well, they've already bought. And so if they're on Shakeology, you're getting that commission. But whenever they buy another Beachbody program moving into the future, because they're assigned to you, you get the commission for it. So all of a sudden, you've got this recurring, growing residual income that's happening from simply the free customers you've been given from Beachbody. This is why anybody who's serious about the business and has signed up as a coach, I said, look, immediately sign up your spouse or significant other. Like, get yourself halfway to Emerald immediately. Because once you get to Emerald and hit Success Club, now you've got income being given to you. So when you look at your family and anybody you know that's close to you, is there anybody that you could sign up as an active coach? And you can do it in a way that doesn't have to be that expensive. Like, put them on Home Direct for, if you're not both drinking Shakeology, put them on Home Direct for the Slimming Pack. The Slimming Pack is a vitamin pack that costs $43 a month, but it gives you that 50 volume points minimum that they are active. And that's what you need, is two personally sponsored active coaches.
Or you could put them on a box of Shakeology packets so you have things, samples.
Perfect.
Hey, Don.
You order for a box of packets, and then you've got your samples you can give away, and that's your tax, and that's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Big time.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
One of the things that was helpful for me that I stumbled across is the veterans benefit, and so I now took advantage of that. So I'm not paying the monthly.
Okay. So active military and veterans, you are a coach for free.
Yeah, and so having a spouse that's a veteran, that you take advantage of that as well.
Oh my God!
So you kind of.
Yeah.
We kind of double. You can double up on that, and then that's been some of the guys that I was stationed with, and some of the folks that I've come across talking about, hey, you got this great benefit, and it's not going to cost you anything.
Oh my God!
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I mean, you just can't go wrong. You become a coach for free. You get 25% discount on all the programs and products. You become a Beachbody Club member for $39 a quarter. You have access to over 400 workouts. This company they give you everything you need to be healthy and fit. That's really awesome. Let's see. Anything? And again, I won't go into all the details. When you look at, okay, well, how can I grow my business? How can I get more proactive? Two things you can consider doing. One is called a Shake and Share event. I don't know. Did you see any of that information in your back office, Mike?
That one, I heard it, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't dive into it yet.
So I'm just going to show you where this is located in the back office. Let me take you to a screen share here, and then you. Okay, so under news and training, in your coach online office, if you go to news and training and you go to meeting resource center, I'm already there. But meeting resource center, here you go, shake and share events. Have a look at this PDF document on how to hold a Beachbody shake and share event. It's basically a social event that they give you some great guidance and information here about, how to invite people. Make it a social event. Don't make it a sales pitch in any way. It's not a time to pitch or sell products per se. You are inviting them to a social event, but at the social event, yes, you're going to have a spread of information on Shakeology, get some blenders going, complimentary shakes, talk a bit about what it's done for you personally. You lost 27 pounds. The shake is amazing. Oh, and by the way, we've got some great exercise programs, and you happen to be running a support group starting in 3 weeks. It's just a formal opportunity to invite people to an event that's locally based. Coaches do them out of their homes. You can go rent out a space, however you want to do it. This document will give you, same thing, Maria, you can look over this in your back office. This document gives you just some awesome tips on how to do this successfully. They even give you a complete laundry list of make sure you don't forget these things. They really lay it out well for you. And the other document I want to show you is fit clubs. The concept of a fit club. So here it is, how to hold a fit club workout. Now, a fit club is a locally based event in your area. Where do you live, Mike?
I live in Palm City, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Just north of West Palm Beach.
Okay. So fit clubs are an opportunity to just invite people to a workout, and you secure a spot. It can be, it could be in your house, in a basement. It could be your backyard. It could be a town hall, any place where you could rent some space or use space and do a workout. And they give you this playbook on how to set it up, how to invite people. You're not going to lead the workout per se, like the way a group fitness instructor would. You're basically going to be responsible for having the equipment there, a nice flat screen TV, putting on the workout that you're going to do that day. And you want to choose a workout that would be something people would feel successful in, that they could do, that maybe has modifications in it for people that are less advanced. But it just gives them a flavor of, wow, that was a really great workout. And it was a Beachbody workout. And then you could have a bit of shake and share after that. You can get into the nutrition stuff. Same thing. This is your playbook on how to do a fit club. And again, it's not something you have to do as a coach. Beachbody is just equipping coaches with all these possible ways to grow their business. And so fit clubs are very successful for some of the coaches that are out there. And some of them run their fit club consistently every week. Every week, set time, set place. They come together and they do a different workout every week. So you're just pulling from your library, your personal library of workouts, and you can do it, stream it through Beachbody on demand. Just say, we've got these hundreds of workouts to choose from, and let's do this one. They do the workout. They feel good afterwards. You have a bit of shake and share, and off they go till the following week. You'll get people to come in and purchase programs when you do that.
That's awesome. I caught the PDF here. That is, it's kind of laid out pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just the tools that they give us are really amazing. What else did I just want to make sure I hit upon before we break? It was just the closing remarks that I had. This business opportunity really can enable you to control the direction you want your life to go moving into the future. Like it's just that profound. 4 years ago, I didn't think I would be I didn't think it would be impacting my life as much as it is now, but I cannot believe how it just continues to grow. And if you put the hard yards in the beginning, now I'm talking about some hard yards, like work the hours, stay up late, get up early, do what you got to do for a couple of years. And I promise you're going to look back and go, I'm so glad that I did this, because now we're writing our life story the way we want it to be. Tammy, she has a 6-figure income job in the financial world of New York, and we're getting her out of that rat race. You know, it's just, she's commuting 2 hours a day on that train every day, and it's like, she's had it. And no more. Get out. This is going to enable us to write our own book. And she loves it. And anybody can have the same thing. You just have to put the time in now. And so when somebody's like, "Well, I don't know," I'm like, "Okay, well, what's your end game in your current career?" And I'm not. Yeah, people love their jobs. It's great. If you love your job, it's awesome. But when you look to the future, 10, 15, 20 years from now, it's like, what is your end game?
Yeah.
Are you going to be retiring with a nest egg that you can live happily ever after? Or are you going to be stressing? This is like, put your time in now. And I think 8 to 10 years from now, you're retired.
Yeah.
That's what this enables. And the company is only going to get bigger more quickly as it expands internationally. And it is going to go internationally in the near future. I've heard through the grapevine that England may open next year.
Woo.
Now, I don't know if that means Shakeology yet in England, but I've heard that they're going to perhaps start the coach network over there. So in your mind, if you think about, I know people overseas, they can be at the beginning of the networks as they expand over there, and that all comes under you if you can get people on board.
Did you guys listen to the National Wake Up Call this week?
I missed it.
David Atkins,
man,
he's amazing.
I'm friends with him. He lives an hour from me, and
yeah, he's a New York cop. Right. This National Wake Up Call is especially Mike, especially for men. Right. I'll post it. Hey, Mike, I'll post it on Team Synergy page for you. But
okay. But
let me just say that you all absolutely must listen to this, because he comes from a place where he started as a coach, and he's like, he sat there, his coach quit. So his upline quit. So he sat there waiting for someone to help him and someone to tell him what to do and someone to do this or do that. And he said, then he realized nothing's going to happen unless he does it. And so it's just, you can't stop listening to him talk. He's a great speaker too.
Yeah.
So I'll post that for you, because I think you guys should all listen to it. I listened to it while I was driving yesterday and today both. I listened to it twice.
It's that point of, and there are a lot of coaches say, well, nobody's helping me.
Yeah.
Guess what? You got everything you need to help yourself and run with it. Like, it's there at your fingertips. You just got to go after it.
Yep.
You know?
Like that Caleb's video that I posted on our wall today. You got to do it. It's just going to hold your hand, you know?
Exactly. And these trainings and things like this and the team support, it's great. It definitely helps. But it's still, unless you grab the bull by the horns and run with the resources that you're provided with and decide what is the course of action I'm going to take based on all these possibilities, what's the one that I should be using that works for me? You got to do it. You just got to do it. And don't stop doing it.
Once you stop that pity party, the whole new world opens up. The universe get my legs like, oh, I got this.
Yeah, so. Great. That's great. All right. Anything else? Gail, I know you came in a bit late, which is fine, and I'm glad you made it. If there's anything that you want to hit upon tonight, it's a small group, and I just had some, closing summations and thoughts that I've put out, but if there's anything specifically you want to cover, go ahead and shoot or ask. I don't know if you're I think
she's frozen.
You're frozen on the screen. So if you have anything, Gail, just go ahead and type in the chat box. I don't even know if you can hear me. All right. Maria, you good? You there? You're not like going, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into?
It always feels like that at first. Yeah, Gail keeps popping in and out.
Perfect example. Cool. Perfect example. Tammy met Maria commuting on the train and started talking to her. And she lives in the next town over. And she loves fitness, and her husband is into bodybuilding. And she was like, yeah, this sounds great. And there she is. So
Yeah.
you just never know. That's the conversation that you didn't have could be the worst mistake of your life.
Yes.
That's what I think about, the people that you don't talk to could be the ones that would have been the next 15 star diamonds that you sponsored.
The one that got away.
Like Lou Nugent.
Yeah.
He was in a dance class. Well, he was at his daughter's dance class, sitting there with the other parents, and he had a packet of Shakeology on him. And there was another woman there with her daughter. And I don't know how the conversation went, but he ended up giving her a packet of Shakeology. And that woman was Shane Mason Fryer.
Oh, that's so cool.
He's like,
oh my God.
Who's now like, I think she's at 11 star diamond. She's got a massive organization.
You say Her Majesty when you speak to her about her.
Yeah, it's just, you don't know who those players are going to be. Jill Cement called me out of the blue 4 years ago. I didn't really know Jill. I knew her from a Les Mills Quarterly. That was basically it. She's like, you gotta look at this Beachbody thing. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Little did I know. So,
yeah.
All right. Let's see. Gail, snowstorms, bad connection. Yes, stepping out of your comfort zone. Oh boy, she's really losing connection. Oh well. But yeah, you do have to step out of your comfort zone. You gotta throw yourself into the fire.
Carl, comfort zone, there is no box.
Gail, you there? Gail, are you there? This doesn't seem to be working too well. Can you hear me? Gail?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I unmuted you. We have such a small, intimate group here. I figured everybody could chime in. So
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yay.
Did you have anything specifically else that you'd hope to pick up or have answered? You're frozen again. Must be the snowstorm.
Oh, dang it.
Darn it. We can't hear you. Can you type in the chat box?
Freezing.
All right.
That's
it, guys. Like, seriously, it's up to you to do what's necessary, and I'm here, the team's here to help you whenever you need it, and by all means, one-on-one calls, that's what I'm doing day in and day out. Like, if coaches reach out and say, I really could use some help, and here's my personal situation, these are my challenges, this is where I'm having a tough time, let's talk through it and see if we can revamp your game plan if that's what's necessary. But
Guys, take advantage of those one-on-one calls. Yeah. I have never, ever had anyone do one-on-one calls with me, ever. So what I do is give one-on-one calls to my coaches, and I follow Shane Mason Fryer's way of doing it. So I have an outline that they need to know what they're going. We know what we're going to talk about, and the calls last 20 minutes maybe at the most.
Right.
But when we're done, they're ready, and if they have more to talk about, we will talk longer. But I never knew how to do one, and I bet I'm sure Don never knew, and nobody just ever did one-on-one calls with me. I've never had a upline coach from anywhere do that. So learning how to do it was really enlightening for me. To pass on. And I'm sure Don can agree. Same thing for him.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of like figured out as you go, and, tried a lot of different playbooks, and different playbooks work for different people. And that's what I mean. It's really, what's the playbook that's going to work for you, and you run with it. And that's what's cool about the business. There's so many ways you can approach it.
And Don, you have been like just this dream, you're just so awesome.
Well, thanks.
You are. You're just like everything that you could ask for.
Well, I don't know if the team would have survived without you.
Oh.
Because, my God, like all the questions that come on, I'm like, I don't know this one. Shannon, where are you?
I know.
That's great. I love it, though. I do. I love it. I love it, what it does for people. I love health and fitness, and I love these programs, and these programs change lives. And the more we can get it out to the world, the more it's going to make for a better society and healthy, happy people. That's for sure. So, all right, guys. Well, if you have nothing else, this has been great. I like the smaller stuff. The intimacy is awesome. I wish we could have more of it. And, look for future trainings. We'll keep rocking. I'll still put up a few daily posts to kind of wrap up the training, but this will be it for our Hangouts. And, let's see how you go. Reach out if you need any help. But, man, I hope to be seeing you hit that Success Club number every month and watch you grow and build as we move into the future. It's an exciting journey. Great company, great opportunity. Run with it. Have fun. All right?
Thanks. This is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Guys. Keep it up. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, Maria.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.